Do you want to know how math can harm society? Then Weapons of Math Destruction by Cathy O'Neill is a book for you. Models are abstract representations of a process used to make predictions. Everyone has and uses models every day to form expectations for events and then make a decision. Models are simplifications of reality with a variety of information left out. Models are based on the choices of the people that make them, choices about what variables and data to include or exclude, choices that can have good intentions but have negative consequences, choices that can encode prejudice, bias, and misunderstanding into a model, into a software system. Models are opinions embedded in mathematics. Models can be used to improve society, but models can also be harmful. Models can become weapons of math destruction. Models that function well are those that use enough and as much data as possible without trying to exclude data which does not conform to expectations, data that is relevant to what is trying to be understood, data that becomes used to update the model. Models require feedback to correct for mistakes. Without feedback, there is no method of learning from mistakes. Models that seek to understand reality need to constantly change based on feedback received. Models are based on past experiences used to form expectations of the future. Models need to change as the future is not necessarily like the past. What turns functional models into weapons of math destruction is when the model is opaque, has scale, and does damage. When models are opaque, such as when they are hidden from the public and only accessible to a select few, the model loses access to feedback. By hiding the details of what goes into the model is difficult to question and disagree with. The model camouflages human bias with technology. What is coded becomes dependent on information that is accessible to being measured rather than what is wanted and effective. Weapons of math destruction are models that embody their own reality rather than search to understand reality. The model defines reality with the results being justified by the code. Success is based on who sponsored the model for business or political reasons. The models are not necessarily beneficial to the people the model is used on, even if the model is claimed to be beneficial to those the model is used on. When the model does harm on a massive scale, the human victims are held to a higher standard of evidence than the model is. Harm is deemed more acceptable when the decision was validated by a mathematical model, even though the model was coded by humans with an intention. Even as this book is based on math, there is no need for a mathematical background to understand the content. Some caveats for the book includes that there is a lack of a technical explanation for models, nor an explanation for how the specific weapons of math destruction were formed. The book is based on examples of when the models do harm on a massive scale. There are few references to when models can be useful. As models are coded with a human bias, the author is a human who wrote the book with a bias revealed by political decisions and examples. Till the next review.